Hey, hey, hi. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. May 1st. A new month begins. It's 12:27 p.m. in my time zone. Welcome. How are you all doing? Caledon, Plushy, Micah, Ilya, Augersley, Laika. A whopping 6 people. Oh, hello, Gelhound, MH. May the 1st be with you. Yes, the classic line. Greetings, elder. I'm not elderly. Come on. Hi, Grappy. I'm your new big sister. Welcome to Big Sister Sunday. Hi, big sis. What's going on? Hello, Inkuna and Doro. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'm rather excited. You are also a Taurus? Seems like there's a lot of birthdays around this time of year. In the past, week and a half, I've seen people have 15 birthdays or something. It's a big time of the year. Live long and properly. Spock, yes. Spock is all about clean living, exercise, proper nutrition. That's how you live long. Hi, Grappy. Big Sis is watching her Big Sis stream. The Dark Eye. Recursive Big Sister. Or would it be a Big Sister Ouroboros? Yeah, I have 15 birthdays every year. No big deal. That's quite impressive. How do you swing it? How? Oh, I hope you are all having an alright day so far. I feel very sleepy as usual. I played a little bit more of the Final Fantasy VII Remake this morning, and it seems like it's getting a little bit more enjoyable. I got Tifa in my party. It seems to be picking up a little bit, but I'm not super sold on it still. Reflexive, symmetric, transitive big sister relations. What? I and my little sister, out of 8 other people, are the only ones not born in November/December. Wow. Why? Springtime babies? You would think Ouroboros first. Yeah, I guess that's true. I am in August. Is that why you were Augustly? 8 siblings? If you live your life according to 2 calendars, you get to have 2 birthdays. You also get 2 New Years. Me and my father and brother all have July birthday. That's pretty impressive. No, that is merely a coincidence. Cake is basically illegal in the winter months. No one wants to see one. I mean, I'll never get sick of cake. If you're sick of cake, that's a you problem. Save me. Oh, Lily. Maruni dance. You should have more cake. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to. I'll get an entire cake. Sometimes when I go to the store, they have this thing that is called Cake for 2. That is just a big sheet of cake that really seems more like cake for 4. But I usually eat half of it at a time, and it's very tasty. It's just very simple cake. Oh, cake for 2. The 15 secret calendars for 15 special birthdays. What did people do in springtime? Spring must be so mushy. Mushy? I had 2 slices of the pizza for lunch. Oh. I hope it was good. I hope so. I had some macaroni and cheese. It was pretty tasty. I feel so sleepy. The prospect of having to play Shadowrun later. It's a little bit... I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Cake for one. Yes. You can switch the category to just sleeping. Nap time. I don't want to sleep more though. I feel like I slept enough. I went to bed at like 1 a.m. and woke up at 8. Which is like, I think 7 hours is enough. We bring you Monster. I've got Rockstar here, my second of the day, and these are even more potent than Monster, so I don't know, but caffeine doesn't do anything. We gotta start moving on to like Hexen or some other evil shit like that to keep me awake. We will cheer you on. Well, our game for today, The Dark Eye. This is a game from 1990. Let me see. The Dark Eye. I think it's 1995. Yes, it's a 1995 game. That is like got some weird mixed media, like claymation kind of stuff going on with it. I don't remember who told me about this. I think it might have been Chuba, or maybe like multiple people mentioned this, but it looks cool. The soundtrack was composed by Thomas Dolby. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I like him as a producer. Specifically, I really like his production on the Prefab Sprout album, Steve McQueen. It sounds really good. So, hopefully this game will be fun. Could be. I don't know. I didn't know what else to play today. And no other ideas. You also need calories to burn. You can't just rely on just caffeine and nothing else. I know. I'm going to the grocery store tonight, so I'll get some miserable snack food. Just for Ilya. I had 5 cups of coffee and fell asleep in the chair. Jesus Christ, Augersley. That is what we sound like. Kids cheering .wave. Yes, Lily, the She Blinded Me with Science guy. I don't really like that song though, because of the stupid guy popping up in the song. Hello, Arya. Looks 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm excited for it. You know, I thought that we had kind of maybe exhausted most of the director games I'd want to play, but then I saw that on my desktop and I was like, maybe we should go for that today. And there are 2 games, they're not made by The Residents, but they are themed around The Residents, the multimedia art project / band that I'm curious about playing. I wanted to play one of them like last year, but it had audio problems, but I think I might be able to fix that now. I think I'm smart enough now. Oh, see you later, plushie. Enjoy your donuts. Donuts. Hello, Emily. He has a lot of more serious work. Yeah, I would say listen to the Prefab Sprout album, Steve McQueen, and the production is really good on that album. It's very nice and it's got the 80s cleanness to it, but there's like some songs where there are synthesizers used in a way that sounds like Super Nintendo music or something, like on Appetite off of that album. There's some really insane sounding like digital strings that just sound like they were ripped right out of like a Final Fantasy game or something. It's very cool. His solo work is not all like that either. What, like the science or the prefab sprout stuff? That's next level caffeine resistance. I mean, like Augersley, I used to drink a Monster and then I would just lay down on the couch and take a nap. Like the novelty song. Oh yes. It's kind of like how a lot of people don't know that Devo is like actually really good because all they know is Whip It. And they have like a lot of like very cool songs. Whip It is kind of good, TBH. I can't like, I've heard it so many times and in so many dumb contexts, I kind of can't, it's like, I can't really process it as like normal music anymore. It's kind of like how Like a Rock by Bob Seger was used in all those like Chevrolet commercials or whatever for so many years that it's like, that's not music. You made that up for ads. That's not real. I don't think I'm familiar with any ELO. The music just ended, so I guess we might as well just go ahead and start the game. Why not? It's been 15 minutes. I don't have anything interesting to talk about today. I guess. Got clocked in the takeaway. I'm sorry. Welcome, Illy. Hope your food is good, though. That's how I feel about Imagine Dragons. They wrote that music for ads and then pretended it was real. There's a similar band. This is like my pet peeve of all modern music. Like, there is this like cabal of freaks called American authors that like all of their music sounds like it was made to be in like a Target ad or something. And when I worked at JC Penney some years ago, there was one song by them that always came on that like instantly like doubled my blood pressure every time. It was so annoying. Devo made ads on purpose to make like a point. I mean, they're a very like subversive kind of band, I guess. Whoosh. JC Graphy. That's a terrible place to work. I would not recommend going there. Alright. I'm gonna... I don't know what the volume situation is gonna be like. Because, yeah. Listen to that beautiful sound. Where's DOS? Yeah, there you are. Welcome back. Welcome back to Windows 3.1, everyone. I tried to set up a x86 box, which is a supposedly more accurate emulator for Windows PCs, but I just couldn't figure it out. I just could not figure it out. Jesus Christ, Penny. Pee pee. John John. That just makes me think of Dogs from Blue Stinger. How every time you select him in the menu, he goes John John.
Happy Sunday, sister. I wish you all a congratulatory opportunity.
Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I got a Calypso Black Cherry Lemonade. What the fuck is that? Alright, let's start the game. The Dank Eye. There's a README file, but it doesn't seem to tell you much, except like things like restore is out, begin is in. The restore button has been replaced with begin on the options screen. Like, I guess there's like a philosophical difference there. Transitions toggle. Set your display to high colors, 65,000 colors or 16 bits. Do I need to do that? Like, it was running fine earlier. Can I... what? Like, it looked fine to me. Where would I even do that? Get out of here. Control panel? Color? No, that's just like the windows. Drivers? The sound Elliot makes when he does literally anything. Elliot? Oh, yes. Yes! I remember now. Color? No, that's just this. Color palette? No. Would it be under drivers? No, this is all just like video driver? No, it doesn't say anything. I forgot where that setting is. Is it under something else? Properties? I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It doesn't really matter if we run in like 16-bit color or not. It's gonna give me a warning. What? Oh yeah, I forgot to mount the CD file. Whoops. Drive. Mounts for mount. Okay, great. There we go. Now we can get moving. Yeah, it says set your monitor to display thousands of colors, but like it runs still. Maybe it will just look like kind of shitty. I don't know. Probably gonna need to adjust the volume. This game seems louder than most Windows 3.1 games, which are usually pretty quiet. You're on 256 colors, so the graphics will be bad. I mean, they look fine to me. Does this look bad? I just couldn't find the setting for the colors, Emily, is the only problem. Is it too loud? I don't know why this beginning is themed around phrenology. I don't support that. I don't condone that. Is it? I think it's all loud. Okay. I'll turn it down to like -8. Turn it down by like 3 decibels. It is loud. Best to turn down overall. It seems pretty damn loud. I'm gonna turn it down even a little lower. I wonder if is there a way I can do that in... I can turn it down in DOSBox, and then I can keep the volume high for the text-to-speech and stuff. You have the S3 drivers installed, right? Yes, I just don't even know where I go to set that. Should I do that? Let's go see if we can find that. I just don't know where it is the problem. I went to control panel, but I don't know where, like, it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. You have to do it outside of Windows? I mean, I definitely did it elsewhere before. Wait. Change system settings. Okay, display 256 colors. Can I change this to 32K colors? Yeah, let's do that. Is that going to work? Driver for this display is already on the system. Do you want to use the currently installed driver? Yeah, we'll just use the current one. You need to restart Windows so the changes you made will take effect. Do not press Control Delete to restart Windows. This will result in data loss. Okay, restart Windows. Hopefully this will work. Everything seems to be fine. Let's see when we get in the game. Hey, it didn't give an error this time. Yeah, the README said 16-bit, so... Thank you, Emily. Actually, I guess I figured it out on my own. It still looks about the same, but... It looks better, less dithering. Dithering is like cool though. This is a dithering positive stream. The little tech professor. You could tell in the logo at the start. I suspect it would look bad in game. Well, either way, the game will probably look cool. Volume seems better now too. Yeah, I turned the volume down. Is it too quiet? It seems like kind of low on the mixer. I'll turn it up just a little bit. We'll complain otherwise. Okay. Now begin remove. Oh, new begin remove. The volume is fine. Is it too loud now? I just turned it up by 1 pip. Now it is too loud. Okay, I'll turn it back down. Alright. I love dithering and aliasing. Same here. I don't agree with anti-aliasing. I don't think it's any good. So, we just start on this screen, which is just this head. The only thing that you can do is touch the eye.
For the wild narrative which I'm about to tell, I neither expect nor ask for belief. It would be mad to expect such a thing, in a case where my own senses reject their evidence. Yet I'm not mad, and I surely do not dream.
How's the volume for that voiceover? Is that too quiet? It seems like very quiet compared to that menu music. Yeah, too quiet. I like when visuals are crunchy and look like they will scrape the roof of my mouth if I eat them, yes. I like how bad, like, foliage looks in modern games with no anti-aliasing. It looks so fucked up. Well, maybe it was just the menu that was, like, too quiet. Or too loud, my bad. Click. I turned it up 1 pip. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I suppose you're the young master Mr. Aldwych waits for. Go ahead on in.
Cool animation. The way that the finger turns to the side. It seems like there's some kind of like screen tearing going on, but that jump scared me. I'm sorry, Ilya. Don't be too afraid. Is this who we're here to talk to? Oh.
You haven't just come, but it's exceedingly dangerous to traverse the coast this time of day. I'm so glad you came. I find that the pleasant company of my relations calms my nerves.
Yeah? Are we related? I take your little jar.
Careful. I use a special thinner. The fumes can do all sort of damage to you. A painter I knew fairly went mad from it.
Okay, we got madness juice.
Poor soul. He scratched out his own eyes in a fit of frenzy. His own eyes!
So nice. Guy talking around a handful of marbles in his mouth. Yeah, he does kind of sound like that. The animation in this is very good. I'm like kind of surprised at how good it is. Because, you know, when you get stop motion
Just watch it to
animation,
keep the windows open.
when you get stop motion animation,
I was surprised. Your brother Henry is here. He's upstairs visiting with Elise even now.
oh, great. Stop motion animation can be like really good or really like looking kind of sloppy. Graphy excited. Yeah? Are we related? Shut up. I'm not gonna drink the turpentine, Ilya.
It's a pastime of mine. By keeping my mind occupied, I attempt to dispel some of the constitutional agitation which afflicts me.
What? The fuck are you talking about, man? Constitutional affliction which affects me. Drink it. I don't know how. I ain't got it. I don't know if I have an inventory or... I don't know. I thought that I got it, but apparently not. Knife? Letter opener? The birdcage? Nothing? Nothing. Nothing to do here. Turn no. It's a little bit laggy in how it responds to my clicking. What if you right click? It just works as if I left clicked. It's sativa paint water, not indica, trust me, Ellie. Crazy looking stairs. Why don't we go... Why is there no furniture in this place? Nothing there. Fascinating. Just empty frames with nothing on them. Windows. It looks like a beautiful day outside. I wish I was outside. There's just like gigantic print behind the wallpaper. Oh, a knife and a fish. It's definitely a surreal Macromedia Director game. Yeah. Can't seem to do anything with this guy. Old man had to sell it all to buy paint. Dripping sound? I don't know what it does, what it means though. Doesn't seem to mean anything. There's nothing anywhere. I can't seem to go any further down the hallway, and I can't interact with that either. Welcome back, Laika. Went out to buy a coffee. Did I miss much? No, you missed pretty much nothing, honestly. Painting. Looking like a bird. I guess he said something about one of our relations is upstairs. One of our relatives. So I guess we just go up here, see if we can find someone else to talk to.
What a delightful time that was.
Cousin, you've come. Oh, we're so happy.
Dear brother, delighted to see you. Please, join us.
I like how they look scary, but they just sound like completely normal. Were people talking about Devo a little bit ago? Yes, we were talking about Devo. And yeah, this company also worked on Is it the Devo Smart Patrol game? Like, I think also the Residence games the same company worked on. Yes, it's an adventure game. A point-and-click game.
Henry has just been relating his adventures to me. He's been everywhere.
Everywhere.
But my travels are over. I'm ready to settle down.
Yeah?
How did you find Uncle Edwin? We're worried about him. He is consumed by his paintings. Are you unwell? You look a little peaked.
Oh? Did we go into the Phantom Dimension? Hey! Cool! Apparently this game is inspired by Edgar Allan Poe stories or something? Pretty cool. I'm full of food. Ilya. Good work. She's getting consumed by the dithering dimension. There is still quite a bit of dithering. I'm not sure that our color setting worked. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work on Windows 3.1 or something. It's really strange how there's so many things that you can go into, like a specific seeming camera angle, and there's nothing to do. You know. This is definitely more than 256 colors. Okay. Is there anything in either of these rooms? 16-bit is not that many colors. Ah. Whoa. Whoa, cool.
It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with the love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in the kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, could ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. The stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea.
Sounding, huh? Nice poem. Wow, that was something else. Hello, Karafuru, Valiant Volti, and Button, welcome. Welcome. Sounding, huh? Fuck, you beat me to it. Don't underestimate me. Was that a, is that like an Edgar Allan Poe poem or something? I don't know why there are sometimes these hallways where there's clearly like another door, but I just can't do anything. Like I can't move any further. I suppose since they just mentioned our uncle, is that his relation to us? Maybe we should go in here and see if he's in the Phantom Dimension, Huff and Turpentine. Oh, we're in his seat. He is consumed with his paintings. Alright, I guess there's nothing there. You just said, "is that?" and my stream froze for a second. I thought you were just taking a while to think of what to say. Hello, Owen. Owen IRL. Welcome. And Frexel. It was Poe, yeah. Also notable was the use of author William S. Burroughs as a voice actor. Burroughs provided not only the voice for the character Edwin, but also voiceovers for 2 slideshow sequences illustrating the short story The Mask of the Red Death and the poem Annabel Lee. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. Knife? We get knife? Is that us? We look like a damn ghoul. Huh? Well, dear Dr. Reynolds, we're writing to Michael Reynolds, the creator of Illbleed. Hey, Mercy. Welcome. Draw a penis. Oh, I was hoping it would actually let me draw.
Each time she falls into another of her trances, she emerges ever more stricken and ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth.
Huh? Trances? Listening to trance music here? Grab that. Pendant? What is with this?
Aegeus, look after Berenice.
What? All right. Oh, we're in a completely different room now. There's like a bust over there. Fan, can we get that? I really love the hand gesturing.
I am much concerned about Berenice.
My computer started turning itself off without blue screening. So I'm checking my new RAM for faults. That doesn't sound good, Augersley. I'm sorry. Book? Oh, I thought it said Ponyton.
Muse for long unwearied hours, with my attention riveted to some frivolous device in the margin of a book.
What? Alright. This is making my brain spin. Yeah, me too. Not... This is very kind of vague and directionless so far. Got high on turpentine fumes and came into another room. Seems like there could be an explanation for all this.
Berenice.
Yes, Berenice. Very fascinating. Who's this? Oh, that's Perseus with the head of Medusa, I guess. Can I? It's so hard to move around in this game, and it's like a little bit laggy when you click on anything. So sometimes you'll move more than you intended to. All right, can't seem to do anything with this door. God help us if we need to navigate somewhere. Yeah, might be a bit difficult. Can I use window? Window? Well, looks like a beautiful day outside. Statue? Bust? Bustin', 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 bustin'. What am I to do?
She's almost gone.
Okay. I can see how this might be the same people who worked on the Resident's Bad Day on the Midway game.
Young man, our lineage has stood honorably for centuries.
Yeah. Fascinating, man. Logs. Yeah, warm that hand up.
Her steady decline. Her steady decline.
So, can I write more now that I've... Oh, there's more text on the letter now. I am much concerned about Bernice. Each time she falls into another of her trances, she emerges ever more stricken and ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth. The medications you recommended no longer seem to have any effect. I wonder if you could visit us. And what does that say? And labor to reverse her steady decline. As for me, I find I am nearly unable to leave the gray gloom of my cherished library. My propensity for prolonged fascination with objects of no genuine interest still afflicts me from time to time. I will muse for long unweasler hours with my attention. What? I cannot read this. It's so hard to read. To something devices in the margin of a book. As become absorbed for the better pair of day of quaint... I can't fucking read this. A quaint shadow falling upon the floor, or repeating monotonously what? Something word until the sound ceases to convey any idea whatever to the mind. It's like reading this fucked up cursive is like the gameplay. I'm sorry, each time I write to re-burden you with all of these cases, but hey. What? Do I write more now? No? What? Hey, Monday, you didn't miss much so far. Rubbing cocaine on her gums didn't work. You would think that would do something. The fucked up cursive boss, yeah. Why does cursive have to exist? I don't know. It's not really necessary, I don't think. Is there anything I can wave my magic hand over? around here. That just puts me back in the seat. And we already looked at that. Beautiful painting. And we looked at the book that's below this. We can't leave. Yeah, because the hand doesn't react to the doorknob. The Dark Eye. Is this that game based on the Edgar Allan Poe stories? Yes. That is what this is. Welcome. Someone bring up how unreadable Russian cursive is. I mean, you bring that up. You're the one who studied Russian, Ilya. I don't think anyone is taught cursive English anymore. Well, good. But then they won't be able to play adventure games. So I guess, you know, maybe not so good. Hey, wait. Hands?
Ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth.
Did we already get that one?
Ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth.
It feels like there should be something on this screen. You know, it's kind of hard to just whip the mouse over the screen until it reacts to something because the hand spreads its fingers a little bit and then turns into the pointer. Wonder if we see the poems that are a bit on the side. I remember they were annoying to find. We found the Annabelle Lee poem. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. This game will need a fan translation ROM hack into modern English. Cursiveness. We can only hope. Someday we will be free of cursive completely. Fan subgroup that only subs anime in cursive. No, that is evil. Don't do that. Is there anything on this screen that we can mouse over? It seems like our goal is to fill out the letter, but I'm not... Oh. Or
become absorbed for the better part of a day in a quaint shadow falling upon the floor.
Yes, okay. I think that's the last thing that we needed to get to complete this letter. That seems to be what's happening here. I'm getting a little worried if this is going to be like what completing the game is like.
You burden me with all these cares, but
okay.
They occupy all my waking thoughts.
Can we leave the room now?
Aegeus Poynton.
Oh, someone's knocking at the door. Ah!
Cousin, you never leave this room. Come with me for a stroll.
What? Oh.
Aegeus, are you alright?
I don't know. I'm seeing 3 phantom versions of you floating over your head. Whoa.
She has loved me long. Her eyes have grown lusterless. Even in the days of her beauty, I never loved her. Yet she has
Hey, Lives. This game is pretty cool so far, but
Aegeus,
it's a little annoying to play so
Berenice, it occurs to me that perhaps we should marry.
Aegeus.
Yes, I believe we should.
What?
Perhaps come November.
I'm quite overcome.
That's not really a good sign for your marriage.
Help someone! Berenice has fallen!
No, I'm alright. It's past.
Come, miss, you've taken another of your turns.
Incest achieved, yeah. Put that in Dark Souls font over the game. I feel like I saw some Rosen Maiden subs that were in that fancy gothic font. That sounds like a nightmare. This game might actually be haunted. I mean, it's like, the thing is, the graphics and the vibe are so weird, but anytime anything actually happens, it's like so normal. Didn't know we were playing a Fire Emblem game. Is that like a common feature of those games? Now what? I can't leave the room.
I have never loved her.
Are we just gonna be pacing around this room for the entire game or something?
Ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth.
Are we just gonna be in this room pacing around looking for stuff to click on? Because it seems like we're getting new stuff now. New stuff to click upon.
Perhaps we should marry.
Perhaps we should marry. Nothing happening here. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening at all. Pendant? Pendant?
Aegeus, look after Berenice. Aegeus, look after Berenice.
Okay, so somebody else put the pressure on this guy to look after her, but like to him that's like, okay, I need to enter into a loveless marriage with like my cousin. I like the artistry of this game, but man, it is really just kind of nothing happening so far. Fan? I'm your biggest fan. Hey, something happening.
Trances.
Yeah, we already heard all this damn voiceover about trances and Ever the happy cousin I remember her to be, etc. The pixel hunting is a bit much. I will say, at the very least, it's not quite pixel hunting like in L-Zone or something like that, where I have to click on tiny little things. Like the hand and the detection for what you're looking at seems to be pretty generous. So that's okay as far as I'm concerned. It's not the worst. Oh.
Her steady decline.
Oh my god. This part is probably the most annoying of the game, TBH. I can't really understand why they would have designed it that way. Like Catboy Loveless Marriage? Or Shoegaze Loveless Marriage? What the fuck? Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Hey, could you look after our dogs while we're out of town? Him. Button. That's pretty good. Shugazi. There's Catboy.
Young man, our lineage has stood honorably for centuries.
Yes, that's great, Grandpa. There's Catboy Age Gap manga Loveless, and then seminal shoegaze album Loveless.
Nuptials approaches.
Oh, what?
Approaches.
Turned into Kaled from Elden Ring out there.
Quickly, young man.
Quigley, young man. Phantom! Now we're getting somewhere. This game had kind of like a strong start, and it just sort of came to a screeching halt. But I think that I want to hold out hope that this will get a little more interesting. Whoa! Yeah! Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere.
Come in.
Dearest Aegeus, the day is soon upon us.
Yes! You feeling alright, cousin? You were looking kind of like a creepy puppet. Now we're getting somewhere. Teeth. Teeth. This is sick as fuck. This is cool. Alright, alright. We're getting somewhere. The 3 videos playing at once is like kind of lagging the computer out. Look! Look! He's having a chuckle. Oh, he's not smiling anymore though. Yes! 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 This is awesome! Extremely Graphic 29 sweat kind of game. Ryo Hazuki voice. Let's get sweaty. How come our cousin bride keeps coming in here to jump scare us? I guess guilt? These guys are getting what is it? Face tuner? Everything in our study is hitting the face tuner. I was just gonna do that again. That edible is finally working. Yeah. What is our guy's name? Ikias? He's been sitting in here saying this edible ain't shit for the past like 45 minutes.
It is only by way of the teeth that I can restore myself to peace and to reason.
What? Teeth? By way of the teeth. It is only by way of the teeth. What Poe story is this based on? Assuming that it is based on one. Wonder what we should look at now. There was sort of like a phase change almost when the setting outside the window changed. So I'm assuming that means some kind of flag was tripped, maybe. Not sure though. That's a statue of the famous Susface guy. The sequel to Scarface. Susface. We can open the door!
My lord, we just looked in on Berenice. I can scarce say it. She is no more.
Oh, she died. Bong. Oh, we're still in the same room. Hey, our hand looks more green, like yellowish now. This is pretty cool. Getting pretty cool. What's in this book? Those who were my friends told me that by visiting the grave of my beloved, I might in some way alleviate my misery. Ah. Shovel? Seems like I can only look over this way. And... anything? Give me a sign. What am I supposed to click on? There's like a very limited number of ways that we can. Oh, what is that? You wanna pick that up for me? Nice animation on that hand. Huh? Knock at the door?
My lord, a cry in the dead of night. We went in search. Oh, my lord, her grave disturbed, sir. Her enshrouded body, bloody, yet still breathing. Oh, yes, alive. Oh, sir, look.
Oh. I guess our dude went and dug her up? Nice suspicious shovel with dirt still on it and quote about seeing the dearly departed. I didn't even notice the dirt. Giovanni's trip on the Galactic Express is met with the sight of a wooden puppet with hollow eyes smiling at him and moving at a frame rate alien to him. That would be a pretty good matchup, these puppets with the Galactic Railroad cats. I'd be into that. You've been caught red-handed, Ikius, whatever your name is. Icrius?
Oh, sir, what's this?
Oh, that? My dirty shovel? Don't worry yourself about that. He pulled out all of her teeth? You know, there's like too many canine teeth in there. Human body ain't got that many canine teeth. Okay. So...
it must have been a dream.
Yeah.
A dream dark and disturbing, a haunting dream. I was glad to find myself back in Edwin's silent home.
A dream fucked up and twisted. Uh-oh.
It's a portrait of my mother. She died when I was quite young. God rest her soul. I suppose you might say she resembles Elise. Something about the eye.
That's the guy that's voiced by William S. Burroughs? They said to go visit your beloved, so I did. Yours doesn't? Well, you're a dog. So, you're an exception.
Where is Elise? She's been spending far too much time with your brother.
With your brother. Cut like a YouTube poop. Oh. The pliers for pulling out teeth. Maybe we should look around a little bit. I'm not sure though. It seemed like there was no real reason to before because it wouldn't let us go into a lot of rooms. And, you know, additionally, there was nothing in many of the rooms. A really bad, terrible, no good dream. What is that? Isn't that something? Some kind of like book or something? That turpentine gets you fucked up. Isn't turpentine like extremely flammable? Oh, we can't do anything with either of these rooms. I wonder why. The horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. It was a Sesame Street kids book about Grover. Grover Cleveland. Whoa! What are you doing? Down here in the dungeon.
Had bad dreams last night, did you?
This texture is just like a picture of rocks textured onto the wall. Huh? What's the deal with this dungeon? It's a little confusing how when I move the hand to the side of the screen and it's going to show the you can go left or right finger, it turns into the you can go forward finger for a moment, and it's quite fancy. It looks great, but it's a little confusing at times. Me typing that message. I hope she says Grover funny. Why? What exactly were you hoping for? I know when I think of people or things I care about, I totally think teeth. That's the important part, of course. Let's go upstairs. Still checking RAM. 45% complete. Hope your RAM is not sick, Augersley. Your Dodge Ram. Let's go back in and see our, whoever. I don't even remember who these people are. Our cousins? Brother? Something? I don't fucking know. It seemed like I could look down there. Step forwards, turn around, look down. Nope. Just leaving that wine sitting there. Piano? Pretty out of tune piano. Nah. What adept finger placement. That's how a master plays piano. That was a fun little bit there. Why don't we go see if there's anything in the Annabelle Lee room. Okay, so even the normal world, this is still just the void. Just an entire wall of the house is like open into the air. So that probably suggests that something is not quite right here. Have we tried going down to the end of the hall there? Can we even? From this spot? Yeah, we never went in this room. There you go, Augersley. You're redeemed. I think we did actually go in this room, now that I'm thinking about it. Wait, a heavy thud. We didn't go in this one. Wow. Oh, hello. Edwin? Or
I'm glad you've come.
Philium?
I have determined to ask Elise's hand.
Ask Elisa's hand a question. I will stretch and hydrate. Thank you, Ilya. Nah. 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 Ah, that felt so good. All right.
I know it's foolish, but my heart pounds so earnestly within. Surely you understand. I fear Edwin will be opposed. He dotes on her so, and he's always been contemptuous of my circumstances. Please, speak well of me to him. It means my whole life.
Okay. Whatever.
I must speak with her.
It may have just not been saving the voltage settings, just like it was the speed. Voltage? You have to set voltage? Dearest Henry, your recent declarations have left me at an extremity of emotion. For my past, your tender affections are gratefully realized? But at the same moment, I am confused and uncertain. You will forgive me if I spend today alone in the fresh air, while I hope to order my thoughts. Affectionately, Elise. Okay. Sounds like he has been rejected. Is that a rubber hand? It looks to have a mold line. I don't know. I can't tell if it's just photos of a hand or if they made a puppet hand for it. This game seems disgustingly British. I think that this is made in the United States. Poe married his cousin, right? I mean, I would believe it. One big hand and one tiny hand. It's American. It's painfully American. Well, America is even worse. I feel like America and Britain are about equally bad. Mocha only likes European Amiga games. Yeah. Yeah, Mocha. No. Mocha-chan. Hey, this is that drawing from the beginning of the game that looks like Double Fine art that would be in like Psychonauts or something. Is there anything to even do up here? Looks very similar to the California Raisins animator who also made that Mark Twain movie. In 1836, he married his 13-year-old cousin Virginia Clem, but she died of tuberculosis in 1847. Oof. Here, give me a second. My neighbor's being super duper loud, so give me just a moment to put on something to remedy the noise. Hello. I screenshotted that face. Psychonauts figments, yes, exactly. Not really sure where I'm supposed to go. Gunshots are heard. I mean, really, I wish that I could, like, engineer a fake haunting that would, like, make him move out. He's so fucking loud. Loud ass guy. Like Scooby-Doo style. Let's see. Okay, we can take the phrenology paper. Dearest cousin Edwin, due to the unfortunate prejudices of my employers, I find myself suddenly without work and in acute... What? Pecuniary difficulty? What the fuck does that mean? It would be of considerable assistance to me if you would suffer my presence for some short time at your estate. I require some time away from the pernicious influence of the city to right myself and renew my energies. I await your reply with humble hopes. Please express my tender affections to my dear... Cannot read that. Elise, your ward. I'm afraid I don't quite know what to do with myself in this world. Perhaps you can give me some good advice. Why did they write this text like this? I don't even know how you're reading this. It's really hard. It's so low resolution. Can you engineer a real haunting? I mean, I feel like that would require some measures that I might regret. I'm surprised they don't like read it out loud or something. What's with this phrenology paper? Can I get behind the desk? Birdcage? Nothing? This game, this is point and click on extreme difficulty. I'm not really enjoying how this game manages progression so far. Like, it's kind of like you look for some object or some little thing and then it like makes another, like a letter or something appear somewhere else, and then you just have to go wander around and click on stuff. That last section where we were stuck in that library was terrible. This game is hella getting dropped. I mean, I don't think there's any save. How do you save in this game? Whoa. Hey, that's that Annabelle Lee poem that we saw. So I guess when you find the random poems, they get added to the gallery in this room. Interesting. I would like to complete this. It's just progressing it is so annoying. There was a load screen on the menu. Oh, maybe it just auto saves as you go along. Could be. I still don't know what we're supposed to do with this. I feel like this is probably going to be the way that we enter like another story or something at some point, maybe. Very, very exciting gameplay and progression so far. I don't know. We go back to the basement. Can't do anything with the crow. Is this dude still down here sharpening his knife? No, we can't interact with him. There's just nothing down here. Hey, Juba. Yo, is this like the Edgar Allan Poe Dark Eye? Yeah, I think that you're the one who mentioned this to me. I've had it like waiting ever since then. Huh? What just happened? This game is cool. Yeah, it is very cool. Oh!
I won't hear of it. I simply won't hear of it.
Edwin, please, see reason.
She's far too young for you, for any man. Are you insane? She's your cousin, for God's sake.
What of her wishes?
Elise is confined to her room, indefinitely. And you, young man, stay clear of me.
This is Edgar Allan Poe's biography. Yeah, I think Emily mentioned that that guy is voiced by William S. Burroughs, which is kind of funny. Amazing voice acting, yes. Just incredible. Let's see what's in the basement when we go into the Phantom Zone. I get the feeling that there's probably gonna be like one optional poem like per... Oh. What? 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 Cool. What? Amazing voice acting, yes. It's pretty entertaining.
The Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal. The redness of the horror of blood. There were sharp pains and sudden dizziness, and then profuse bleeding at the pores. The scarlet stains upon the body, and especially upon the face of the victim, were the pest bands which shut him out from the aid and sympathy of his fellow men. The whole seizure, progress, and termination of the disease were the incidents of half an hour. But the Prince Prospero was happy and dauntless and sagacious. When his dominions were half depopulated, he summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends from among the knights and dames of his court, and with these retired to the deep seclusion of his castellated abbey. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentric yet august taste.
What?
A strong and lofty wall girdled it in. This wall had gates of iron. The courtiers, having entered, brought furnaces and massy hammers and welded the bolts. They resolved to leave means neither of ingress nor egress to the sudden impulses of despair or frenzy from within.
Is this an entire story?
The abbey was amply provisioned. With such precautions, the courtiers might bid defiance to contagion. The external world could take care of itself. In the meantime, it was folly to grieve or to think. The prince had provided all the appliances of pleasure. There were buffoons, there were improvisatori, there were ballet dancers, there were musicians, there was beauty, there was wine. All these and security were within. toward the close of the 5th or 6th month of his seclusion, and while the pestilence raged most furiously abroad, that the Prince Prospero entertained his 1,000 friends at a masked ball of the most unusual magnificence. It was a voluptuous scene, this masquerade. But first let me tell you of the rooms in which it was held. There were 7. In the middle of each, a tall and narrow Gothic window looked out upon the closed corridor, which pursued the windings of the suite. These windows were of stained glass, whose color varied in accordance with the prevailing hue of the decorations of the chamber into which it opened. That at the eastern extremity was hung, for example, in blue, and vividly blue were its windows.
15 minutes?
The chamber was purple in its ornaments and tapestries, and here the panes were purple. The third was green throughout, and so were the casements. The fourth was furnished and lighted with orange, the 5th with white, the 6th with violet.
Oh my
The
god.
7th apartment was closely shrouded in black velvet tapestries that hung all over the ceiling and down the walls, falling in heavy folds upon a carpet of the same material and hue. But in this chamber only, the color of the windows failed to correspond with the decorations. The panes here were scarlet, a deep blood color. In the corridors that followed the suite, there stood, opposite to each window, a heavy tripod bearing a brazier of fire. This projected its rays through the tinted glass and so glaringly illumined the room. And thus were produced a multitude of gaudy and fantastic appearances.
I can't believe
But
this.
in the western or black chamber, the effect of the firelight that streamed upon the dark hangings through the blood-tinted panes was ghastly in the extreme, and produced so wild a look upon the countenances of those who entered that there were few of the company bold enough to set foot within its precincts at all. It was in this apartment also that there stood against the western wall a gigantic clock of ebony. Its pendulum swung to and fro with a dull, heavy, monotonous clang. And when the minute hand made the circuit of the face, the hour was to be stricken. There came from the brazen lungs of the clock a sound which was clear and loud and deep and exceedingly musical, but of so peculiar a note and emphasis that at each lapse of an hour, the musicians of the orchestra were constrained to pause in their performance to hearken to the sound.
Oh
And thus the
my god.
waltzers perforce ceased their evolutions, and there was a brief disconcert of the whole company. And while the chimes of the clock yet rang, it was observed that the giddiest grew pale, and the more aged and sedate passed their hands over their brows, as if in confused reverie or meditation. But when the echoes had fully ceased, a light laughter at once pervaded the assembly. The musicians looked at each other and smiled, as if at their own nervousness and folly, and made whispering vows each to the other that the next chiming of the clock would produce in them no similar emotion. And then, after the lapse of 60 minutes, there came yet another chiming of the clock, and there were the same disconcert and tremulousness and meditation as before. But in spite of these things, it was a magnificent revel. The tastes of the Duke were peculiar. He had a fine eye for color and effects.
Peculiar.
He disregarded the decor of mere fashion. His plans were bold and fiery, and his conception glowed with barbaric luster. There are some who would have thought him mad. His followers felt that he was not. It was necessary to hear and see and touch him to be sure that he was not. He had directed in great part the embellishments of the 7 chambers upon occasion of this great fete, and it was his guiding taste which had given character to the masqueraders. He's sure they were grotesque. There was much glare and glitter and piquancy and phantasm. There were arabesque figures with unsuited limbs and appointments. There were delirious fancies such as the madman fashions. There was much of the beautiful, much of the wanton, much of the bizarre, something of the terrible, and not a little of that which might have excited disgust. To and fro in the 7 chambers there stalked a multitude of dreams, and these, the dreams, right in and about, taking hue from the rooms, and causing the wild music of the orchestra to seem as the echo of their steps. Until at length there commenced the sounding of midnight upon
Sounding?
the clock, and then the music ceased as I have told, and the evolutions of the waltzers were quieted, and there was an uneasy cessation of all things as before. But now there were 12 strokes to be sounded by the bell of the clock. And thus it happened, perhaps, that more of thought crept with more of time into the meditations of the thoughtful among those who reveled. And thus too it happened, perhaps, that before the last echoes of the last chime had utterly sunk into silence, that there were many individuals in the crowd who had found leisure to become aware of the presence of a masked figure. The rumor of the new presence having spread itself whisperingly around, there arose at length from the whole company a buzz or murmur expressive of disapprobation and surprise, then finally of terror, of horror, and of disgust. In an assembly of phantasms such as I have painted, it may well be supposed that no ordinary appearance could have created such sensation. In truth, the masquerade license of the night was nearly unlimited. But the figure in question had out-Heroded Herod, and gone beyond the bounds of even the prince's indefinite decorum. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made. The whole company, indeed, seemed now deeply to feel that in the costume and bearing of the stranger, neither wit nor propriety existed. The figure was tall and gaunt, and shrouded from head to foot in the habiliments of the grave. The mask, which concealed the visage, was made so nearly to resemble the countenance of a stiffened corpse that the closest scrutiny must have had difficulty in detecting the cheat. And yet all of this might have been endured, if not approved by the mad revelers around. But the mummer had gone so far as to assume the type of the Red Death. His vesture was dabbled in blood, and his broad brow with all the features of his face was besprinkled with a scarlet horror. When the eyes of Prince Prospero fell upon this spectral image, which with a slow and solemn movement, as if more fully to sustain its role, stalked to and fro among the waltzers, he was seen to be convulsed with a strong shudder, either of terror or distaste, whereupon his brow reddened with rage. "Who dares," he demanded harshly of his courtiers who stood near him, "who dares insult us with this blasphemous mockery? Seize him and unmask him.
Oh my god.
We may know whom we have to hang at sunrise from the battlements." And in the eastern or blue chamber, in which stood the Prince Prospero as he uttered these words, they rang throughout the 7 rooms loudly and clearly. For the prince was a bold and robust man, and the music had become hushed at the waving of his hand. At first, as he spoke, there was a slight rushing movement of pale courtiers in the direction of the intruder, who, at the moment, was also near at hand, and now, with deliberate and stately step, made closer approach to the speaker. But from a certain nameless awe with which the mad assumptions of the mummer had inspired the whole party, there were found none who put forth hand to seize him, so that, unimpeded, he passed within a yard of the prince's person. And while the vast assembly, as if with one impulse, shrank in the centers of the rooms to the walls, he made his way uninterruptedly, but with the same solemn and measured step, through the blue chamber to the purple, through the purple to the green, through the green to the orange, through this again to the white, and even thence to the violet. Every decided movement had been made to arrest him. It was then, however, that the Prince Prospero, maddening with rage and the shame of his own momentary cowardice, rushed hurriedly through the 6 chambers, while none followed him on account of a deadly terror that had seized upon all. He bore aloft a drawn dagger, and had approached in rapid impetuosity to within 3 or 4 feet of the retreating figure, when the latter, having attained the extremity of the velvet apartment, turned suddenly and confronted his pursuer. There was a sharp cry, and the dagger dropped gleaming upon the sable carpet, upon which, instantly afterwards, fell prostrate in death the Prince Prospero. Then, summoning the wild courage of despair, a throng of the revelers at once threw themselves into the black apartment, and seizing the mummer, whose tall figure stood erect and motionless within the shadow of the ebony clock, gasped in unutterable horror at finding the grave cerements and the corpse-like mask which they held with so violent a rudeness, untenanted by any tangible form. Now was acknowledged the presence of the Red Death. He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers in the blood-bedewed halls of their revel, and died each in the despairing posture of his fall. The light of the ebony clock went out with the last of the gay, and the flames of the tripods expired, and darkness and decay and the Red Death held illimitable dominion over all.
Dominion. Is that it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Well, certainly don't click it. Will it just start over again? Oh. I kind of have to respect that. But at the same time, oh my god. Why? What an insane thing to put in your game. Definitely one of my favorite Poe stories. I missed the beginning. Can we watch it again? No! As far as forced cutscenes go, definitely in the top 100 ever made. I kind of had a hard time processing it just because his voice was so just puts you in a trance state. Hydrate? Sure, thanks. At least it was a forced cutscene of an actual thing, and not Alphanod explaining wizard shit to me for 14,000 hours. You stretch and keep your joints happy. Thanks. Thanks. Wish I could understand more than like 60% of what he said. Yeah, like I could understand everything he was saying, but like I couldn't process it. Ugh. I liked that more than the entire last game. What, Ihatobo Monogatari? That cutscene lasted an entire AU timeout. Oh! Yes, finally the fish. Fish. Yes. Fish. Ripper AU in it. Thanks. I think it's because this Rockstar is more carbonated than Monster, maybe. That keeps happening to me. No, not another 30-minute cutscene. That's not happening.
True. Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous I have been.
The telltale fart.
But why do people say that I am mad?
Why people say you're mad, bro? Is it too loud now? This is a pretty neat part, honestly. Might be my favorite. I mean, it's got to be better than that one where we were stuck in the library forever. Not to me. Okay. Bless you. Thank you, Augursly. You are the burp VTuber. No, I'm not. It's good. What? The volume? The sounds are cool. Ooh. The hacksaw.
He's done me no harm. I don't want his money.
This is really reminding me of what I saw of Bad Day on the Midway when I was testing that out.
You are the burp tuber.
Thank you, Mocha. I am not. Same devs, yeah. That's why, I guess. I was looking at the Wikipedia page for them. Premature burial. Fearful shock follows. She possibly died through sheer terror.
You are Elf, the elf that burps.
Thank you, Mocha. Wait, you played Bad Day on the Midway? It's pretty neato. I only played it to test it out, but the way I had it set up at the time, there was audio problems, so I couldn't play it on stream, but I'll probably play it sometime soon. Or maybe not soon, but I don't know, eventually. She never burps, though. She only sneezes. That's right. Listen to Augursly. Fearful shock followed hard upon Grief Tuesday last for Mr. Theodore Shaperton. The citizens of the borough of Manhattan commiserated with Mr. Shaperton over the death of his sister, Miss Emily Shaperton. Emily! At her funeral of that day, upon opening the family vaults, the sight greeted the mourners of such frightful nature that it scarcely bears relating. Miss Shaperton's wife was Miss Julia Emerson Shaperton, died, or so is presumed, some 3 years ago. However, when Mr. Shaperton opened the door of the vault, some white-apparelled object fell, rattling unto his arms. It was the skeletal remains of his wife in her yet unmolded shroud. A careful investigation renders it evidence that she must have revived some short time after her entombment, and that her struggles within the coffin had caused it to fall from a ledge under the floor, where it was so broken as to permit her escape. On the uppermost of the steps which led down into the dread chamber was a large fragment of the coffin, which it seems she endeavored to arrest attention by striking at the iron door. While thus occupied, she probably swooned or possibly died through sheer terror, and in falling, her shroud became entangled in some ironwork which projected interiorly. Thus she remains, and thus she rotted, erect, fully erect, Okay. You just print that shit in the paper? That's what passes for journalism these days? I will listen to Augersley when he's completed Wiz, and not a day before. I may have already beaten Wiz, but you will never know. I hope you try again sometime. It does have a more game vibe than this, but it does have a similar style. Also, it's real dark, so be prepared. I'll be fine. I hope. I like how this just looks like a child's drawing of a tree, like right outside. The audio in this part is pretty cool. This strange tapping of metal and stuff. It is the Sibs that all drew those trees. Do you like them? Yes. I love it. Just fantastic. She was bricked up. I still don't know what that means. Bricked up. Caked up. Oh?
He's done me no harm.
Yeah, the old man with the crazy eye. Wasn't there an ICP song called Old Evil Eye that was basically the Telltale Heart?
How has this idea entered my brain? It haunts me day and night.
Whizzing. We already looked at that. Beds? Go to bed. %. It is whizzing by now. Your ham. If I can be honest, I do not know either. That's fine, Ilya. I won't hold it against you. What is this? What is this device? This contraption? Oh. Hello. This reminds me of what I've seen of, Jan Svenkmeyer, I think his name is. It's like a animator. Sort of.
You look as though you could use some hot soup.
Hot soup? Yeah. The wallpaper reminds me of Alice. I want to watch that sometime. I've only seen, I think it was called like Breakfast or Lunch or something like that. It was like a thing where these guys kept sitting at a table and then they would like operate these instructions on a guy that was sitting across the table from them, and he would produce like a little plate of food. Oh, it was just called Food. Yes. It's insane. That's Lunch from Food.
What is it? What is it about him that makes my blood run cold?
It's his crazy, intolerable eye. There's 3 of them. I think I've only seen one. Seeking lunch from Food. Seeking food. Huh? It showed the mirror. Oh, hello. Is that us?
Oh, good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Maybe now we are the old man. Because we saw a mirror. And we saw the old man's reflection in the mirror.
Is something troubling you?
Of course not.
Of course not. I'm just, you know, flexing my hand. Hear about the lady that got buried alive, bro? She died in the tomb. We get the
Care
bowl.
for some supper?
And
No.
then
Thank you very much.
some of this soup that just looks like a absolute bog. Eat. This is great. We're supposed to get him some soup, right? That's what happened in the last scene. So let's get the other bowl. No, we can't seem to get it. Maybe we have to look at the stew again. No. Huh. What am I supposed to do now? Ilya, yes. The endless soup. Bog soup for days. Oh, there's somebody. Outdoors, walking around. Can't seem to... I don't know, maybe something changed now that we saw that. He's still just doing that thing with his hand. You doing that hand thing again? Yes. It seems like we can't do anything with the newspaper. It didn't even display the results. I think there might be a file somewhere on the computer, Augersley, where it will have the results. You might have to go looking for that. I guess we should check something else. We can't take the hat or the scarf. Can we look in the mirror? I don't believe so. We can't go in this room. Go into this room? Oh, there was a light. Oh, ring? Change. Those are some big ass coins. Rubbing those coins.
660, 670, 87.
Outdoor concert to celebrate 25 years of independence at the Village Green. I think the mem test writes to the disk since it's its own mini operating system. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I mean, like, wouldn't it only tell you if something was wrong? Okay. I really don't need to hear that music. It's annoying as fuck. Eat one. The coins? I wish. Yeah, now William Burroughs is gonna come on and read us all of the Odyssey when I click on this book. I'm not fucking reading this, by the way. The Cyclops. The mem test I am used to just runs forever until you tell it to stop, but I think it got fancier since. I don't know. I know nothing. What about this? What about that gizmo up there? Can you do anything with this? No, apparently not. No. Man, I don't know what it is about games from this time period, and just all that you do is just look around every screen for the one thing that you click on that triggers like a flag to continue. It's just, you could do this like better, and no game did it better. I don't know. Flag-based gameplay. Graphite loves to play literally only this kind of game. Yeah, it seems like we play so many games that have exactly this flow to it, while complaining the entire time. Yeah. It would be so easy to give a series of hints as to the next item to click on. Yeah, exactly. That's like all that you really need, because it's so vague. So much of the time, there's just like no real indication of what you were supposed to do next. I really don't know what to do. It's very frustrating.
My, it's getting late.
Okay. I just needed to click on that, I guess? She is like, wow, this looks like a relaxing game of going around and talking and clicking, and then gets zero relaxation from them. It's not my fault. There was Bioforge. It included clicking and Roboraptors. I don't know if Bioforge is better or worse than this game. I think this is more interesting than Bioforge, but... Oh, now do we go to the mirror? I mean, he just said it's getting late. Does that mean we go to bed?
Good night.
Okay, good night.
Sleep well, old friend.
Okay, okay. We had to look at the clock so that we would know that it was late, which means that we need to sleep. Now I'm assuming we have to find something else specific to look at. Bed? Go to bed? Do anything? Anything happen? Can anything happen? Do I have to put out the candle? Ah, that's
Sleep
it.
at last.
Like, it looks like it's pretty light outside still. Okay.
It's been a long, long day. Oh, yes.
I think you would have liked Bioforge more if you hadn't played on the brutal difficulty setting. I played on normal. I was gonna play on easy, but then Emily cajoled me into picking normal, which was a terrible mistake. Okay, this stuff is floating around. Let's click on Sweet Louise. Door? You went for hard, I think. No, it was definitely normal. I didn't restart either.
Who's there? What could it be? Someone? Who? Nothing.
Doki doki. He shot a beam at us. Oh my god. Oh, that's it? That's the end of that story? You know, there's a lot more to the Telltale Heart. Kind of weird. I don't know. Alright, now we get to return to the fascinating main story of this game, which is Uncle Edwin saying, no, no, don't marry your 13-year-old cousin. What is wrong with you? Don't do that. Telltale Heart, the prequel. Yes. Hey, Uncle Edwin.
But a man's family name has been dishonored. What's to be done? Your brother has dishonored your name, seducing his cousin still in her minority. Once the dread mark is made, it cannot be struck out. We avoid complete disgrace only by taking immediate action. Immediate action.
I'm back, siblings. What's this cousin thing? Well, the main story of this game seems to be our brother is making advances on his teenage cousin or something, and this old guy seems to be suggesting that we kill him now. After a second reboot, the memory diagnostic popped up. Every time this guy talks, I am just imagining him staring at a script in his hands, looking completely bewildered. Yeah, it sounds like he's reading it for the first time.
I've confined Elise to her rooms. You are not to help them communicate in any way.
Okay, not to help them communicate in any way. Okay. How do I know if my game has been, like, saved or not? Okay, that letter is gone now, but the phrenology paper is still here. I believe it auto-saves. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Wonder if that dude is still in the basement sharpening a knife in this empty dirt room.
Dreams have a way of never leaving you.
I guess there's a bit of truth to that. I have some dreams that I remember for my entire life. If you were confused why that story was so fast, it's because you play the same story twice. Huh? Like the rest of it will be like later or something?
Oh, cousin. Uncle Edwin has become very angry. He's forbidden me from even speaking to Henry. Render me a service, won't you? Will you please take this note to Henry? You mustn't tell Uncle. I shall be forever grateful.
Well, I mean, he might kill us if we don't, if we do this.
I feel
but
much
okay.
better. Here, you play. I'll sing.
You play.
Please?
If you want, I can explain it a bit better. It's a bit weird. Is there just like, I will go back to that story at some point? I don't know why we couldn't just do it all at once. What does this say?
Come, please, keep playing. Come, oh my. Blood.
What? You know, this sort of reminds me of the clay figures that are in those CDI Alice in Wonderland and Laser Lords games. Like, it has a weirdly similar feeling in some ways. You play as both the victim and the villain of the story. At the start, you're playing as the villain, then you click the victim's eyes, and you were starting to play as him. Yeah, I figured that out because it showed a mirror, and it showed the old man in the mirror. So I figured that's what that was. But it's like, that is the Telltale Heart, right? Like, the rest of that story is that, like, he kills the guy and puts him under the floorboards. And then, like, the police come to check or something, and then he starts acting crazy because he's imagining hearing the guy's heart beating from under the floorboards, right? There's more, but it's on the villain's side that shows that, huh? Remember when Graffy was going to come back to the Alice game, and Alter Ego, and 7th Cross Evolution, and Night and Baby? I still want to finish 7th Cross Evolution, but it's just so annoying to get that crazy ending. The human parts ending. Because we played that so long and we got like 1 human parts. I'd like to play more Alter Ego sometime though. Oh, is this another one? Hope they do the Poe story with the escaped monkey. Yeah, monkey shines. Whoa. 30-minute cutscene. Let's go. I hope not.
Revenge means nothing unless the Avenger makes himself known to his victim.
Huh? Yeah? Is this us that we're seeing? Like in a reflection?
Of course, when one takes revenge, one wants to take it slowly. One wants to be avenged at length.
Wow, cool! Outdoors! Whoa! Whoa! The scale of this one is way greater than the previous ones, where we were mostly in like a small indoor environment.
I must not only punish, but punish with impunity. It is a poor vengeance that also harms the revenger.
The victim is voiced by Tony Jay? Really? The Revenger. Hello. Speak with me.
Sir?
Return to the villa. Tell the livery that I shall be out all night. They are forbidden to leave the house.
Yes, sir. Immediately, sir.
That will ensure their immediate disappearance, now that my back is turned.
What? This little jester over there?
He has a weakness, this Fortunato. In some regards, he is a man to be respected, and even feared. Still, he has his weaknesses.
It's the cask. Fortunato is gonna be bricked up.
Excuse me, sir. I'm attendant upon Signora Fortunato. She's searching for her husband. Have you seen him?
Oh, I'm certain I saw him some streets from here, over on the other side of the square, engaged in a business discussion.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone knows why he wants revenge against Fortunato? I can't remember. I read this in school many years ago, but I don't remember why, what the motivation is. Probably because he smells bad. He's a little stinky guy. Or he has like a gold tooth that is too shiny. He just thinks Fortunato is a weirdo. I think he insulted him, really.
For years I've suffered his injuries, but now he has ventured upon insult.
Ah, yes, he insulted us. Cool music. Yeah. Yeah. What? Now we're Fortunato. Looking at this shifty guy standing over here with his little masquerade mask, like.
Wonderful costume, Signore Fortunato. Wonderful. Can I get anything for you? It would be an honor. Anything at all.
That medallion must be worth 1,000 florins. You must be cheating me.
What?
Oh, nice to see you.
Oh.
Just giggles and wiggles around.
Oh, nice to see you.
This hand is straight out of the Uncanny Valley. I think it looks cool, personally. He's that really friendly drunk guy that quote-unquote everyone loves. He does sound a bit like Tony J. Weird that they're making you play this story. Instead, I wish the entirety of the story was being read aloud to you by an old guy who was falling asleep. Yeah, I mean, I kind of can't understand why they just had like a few things where, like, it was just William S. Burroughs reading to you. I don't know.
Signore Fortunato, I've been waiting for you to call on me at my villa.
I've been waiting for your husband to leave town.
Shame on you.
They thought Mask of the Red Death wasn't interesting enough to live. I mean, it seemed more interesting than the story of a lot of the other ones.
Are you looking for your wife?
Don't tease me. I'm avoiding my wife.
Don't tease me. Let's palm the ass of that statue.
The agreements are in place. Tomorrow is the day.
Giano, how I've waited for this moment.
We'll be rich beyond imagination. Care for some wine? It's a lovely sauterne.
Whoa.
Young, straightforward, rather blunt, drinkable.
I'm guessing they might have wanted to make those 2 other stories playable as well, but ran out of time. Yeah, it seems definitely possible. To pull off the Mask of the Red Death would have probably taken more clay models than they wanted to make. Can't imagine they had like a crazy budget for this game. It seems like Windows may have tried to install new AMD chipset drivers and then uninstalled them. This is surreal. I'm sorry. Computers are very mysterious. This music? Like Psychonauts music. This guy?
When will they clear the streets of these scoundrels? They should be chained up.
Chained up? For sitting in the street? Seems a little bit extreme. Fortunato. I guess he's a successful merchant guy.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Montresor, it's you.
Fortunato. What a surprise.
It's a lovely party, isn't it?
My celebration has just begun.
Nice, ominous thing to say. My celebration has just begun.
My dear Fortunato, I wonder if you could help me.
He was standing there clenching his hands, just like the other guy.
I bought a small cask of what passes for Amontillado, but I have my doubts.
Amontillado?
Lucchese has a discerning palate. Perhaps he could take a sip.
Lucchese? Who the fuck is that? This guy?
Ah, Lucchese can't tell Amontillado from gutter water.
Oh god, this isn't even the Telltale Heart. Yeah, we did Telltale Heart earlier, but it didn't go all the way through the story. I mean, I guess it was kind of implied, like, in the killer part, but I don't know. Wow, you got a cask of Amontillado? Cool, I hope nothing ominous happens. Lily Ho-Woozy has a discerning palate. Graphy, we're talking about a class of people who even day will install huge concrete spikes on the sidewalk to spite the homeless. Yeah, and putting those weird, like, bars on benches.
Let's go.
Where?
To your vaults. Let us go.
Hello, Elves Rose. Welcome. I love it when my friend has a cask of Amontillado in a room in the basement.
A cask of Amontillado. Must have been cheated. It's unheard of.
Yumori is now trapped like a rat.
Yumewaru, thank you for the follow. Look at this
You are
crazy
afflicted with a
graphics.
severe cold. The vaults are insufferably damp. They are encrusted with niter. Let us return. I'll consult Lucchese.
The cold is nothing. Lucchese is an ignoramus.
Actually pretty cool that you play as Fortunato. Well, we started as Montresor, but after we like spied around a little bit, it switched over to Fortunato. Nice gate faces, bro. Yeah, very normal and not ominous at all. I like how this looks like Mansion of Hidden Souls or something. It's so like flat and cartoony looking. Now we'll just go into this crypt with the skull and a snake in the skull on the door.
This is my coat of arms.
What does it mean?
No one harms me with impunity.
Most unusual.
Very on the nose, Montresor. This is pretty awesome. I love this part.
It's dark in there. You won't get far without a torch.
The placement of the windows. I just kind of punched out anywhere. That kind of thing is interesting. There was some viewpoint changes in the Telltale Heart one as well. I think that's kind of like the coolest thing that this game has been doing so far. Let's get a torch. Cool. Just skulls and bones like embedded in the wall of this like crypt. This is awesome. It means don't tread on me. Montresor?
It's the cold of the damned in these vaults.
This place is a bit of a maze. No problem. I got the maze brain. I'm all set. Oh, amazing hammer. I don't know if you should be down here. It's fine. We're gonna get that nice Amontillado. Touch some skeleton feet.
Poor fellows. What a fate.
What fate? This is cool. Yeah, this is my favorite part of this game so far. And the wall texture being just dirt with bones in it is pretty fucking good as well. There's some wine. Why the fuck would you keep this down here?
These vaults are extensive.
The Montresors were a great and numerous family.
And the way that we expressed this was by digging a crazy maze to put skeletons and wine in. What the hell was that? Maze pilled. Yes. This is my crypt where I keep all my bones and wines and brickwork tools. Yes, in the maze with no bricks anywhere. Everything is just haphazardly carved out of the dirt, which is
I could use another drink.
Just coincidentally full of bones itself. All right. Here's that wine. Oh.
I drink to the barrier that repose around us.
And to your long life.
You might swallow broken glass, pal. Whenever I'm doing a maze, I do often think I wish I had a bottle of wine to polish off. Yes. Hey, Cerebro. How are you doing? I wonder if Amontillado even tastes good. I mean, it's expensive. Who needs taste when it's expensive? It's more exclusive, therefore that means it's better. There's more wine. Skeleton dirt.
Haven't we been here before?
Yeah, I think that we have. It does got a cool name though, not gonna lie. Cool hand cursor. Yes, I agree.
This way.
Huh? Yeah? The place that it was like not letting me go?
God, these caverns go on forever.
These caverns go on forever. What's your alcohol of choice? I don't really drink too much. I just like, I don't know, I like rosé wine and just plain normal ass beer, I guess. Just like normal beer. For normal people. Pepsi. There is no alcohol of Pepsi.
Will we never arrive?
This dude just never stops complaining.
What's this? You're not a mason, are you?
A what?
A what? Oh. I love cheap piss beer. I like imports because American beer tastes like putting a loaf of whole wheat in the blender. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of good though. I like PBR and Rainier, I guess. Stuff like that. You will have 2.4 siblings. Is he trying to off you right now? Yeah, have you never read this story, Vrexel? Lager, then. I don't even know what lager is, personally. Was there anything else I could have done down here? This looks cool. Man, this place is real confusing. I think we came from this way. Yeah, because I remember that skeleton laying there. Yeah, so this is where he said, "You're not a mason, are you?" Can we go this way? It seems like we're getting closer because he's acting.
Therein lies the Amontillado.
Ah.
The Amontillado.
I am uncultured. It's like a. It's a.
There.
It's a story. It's a story that was often like taught in like public school, I guess. He's trying to prove he's a mason. What do you mean? He's trying to give you Amontillado. Yes, of course. There's like a little aside about Fortunato being a mason in this story. There was required reading for this stream? I mean, it's based on Edgar Allan Poe stories. Rainier is a lager. Ah. I like that. It tastes good. It's just very drinkable. Yeah, just crawl in this hole. My god, man. What are you doing?
It is very damp here. One last time, let me implore you to return. No? Well, then I must leave you. But first...
Bricked up. This is great. I'm gonna turn into that skeleton too.
Joke. An excellent joke. We'll have many laughs about it at the Palazzo over some wine.
The Amontillado.
Yes. The Amontillado.
Nobody tell him Brick doesn't set immediately. I think in this story he was chained up, so he couldn't even move. This is cool, but it misses the point of the story being from the killer's perspective. I mean, I guess there's no reason it has to be just like the story.
Late. My wife will be looking for me. Let us be gone.
Yes, let us be gone.
Wasn't he so drunk he could not even understand he was being walled up alive? I don't know, I kind of can't remember.
For the love of God, Bulbasaur!
Yes, for the love of God.
Yeah, there was some chain sounds, yeah, but it's kind of not clear that we've been chained up. Making you experience getting bricked into a cave in real time is pretty cool, / something the game adaptation can do uniquely. I would agree with that. What? It kind of feels like this game works best if you are like familiar with these stories beforehand, maybe, because sometimes they're not exactly clear in like what's happening, I guess. Yeah, touch that skeleton.
My husband will be away. Oh, next week.
What?
Tomorrow is the day. We'll be rich beyond imagination.
Well, the torch is going out. It's getting dark. Okay. We're back. When your husband is away. It's more interesting if you don't know why he's doing it, IMO. It's just, he just said that he insulted him, like that he's been putting up with his bullshit for years, and then he turned into outright insulting him, and I guess that's, he decided it was enough of a reason to brick him up in a tomb. My beloved Henry, my darling, I'm confused and frightened. Your declaration came so unexpectedly, and Uncle is right when he says that I'm far too young to entertain proposals of marriage. The two men who mean the most to me are in opposition, and I fear the result will be for Uncle to send you far, far away, and I shall never see you again. If so, please, please remember me always. Okay. So back to the stupid main plot of this game in the hub world, I guess. Right, where is he? I guess in this room? Oh, we can't knock on this door or anything. Can we go to this room? Ah. Hey, Henry.
From Elise?
How many of these stories are in the game? Seems like we've probably seen most of them now. Yeah? Oh, okay. I thought he was just taking that long to read it.
Wait! I need your help.
Yeah?
Edwin has become completely unbalanced. He's violently angry. He even refuses to call for a doctor, claiming her condition is due to my unnatural advances. We must conspire against him. We must take Elise from this dark place. You, my brother, you must help me.
You know, I think I might just, like, you know, I gotta get home and feed my cat. Oh.
The Mistress Elise is no more. She is dead.
Dead. Did you hear? Henry? Hello? I say we help him. I don't want anything to do with any of these guys. Dead, 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 dead. Word. Hello. What? Ah, okay, this is her room. Hey, Edwin.
It's my fault. All my fault. I loved her as I've never loved. I refused to believe she was ill. My mother, my dear, dear mother, died in much the same way.
Yeah?
You discard the secret of Henry's proposal. It only blackens her memory that she should die under indecent circumstances.
What?
Cousin, there was nothing indecent about my affection. Surely my grief compares with yours.
Do the John Travolta face-off movement on their face? What do you mean?
Please leave me to grieve properly.
Oh, it's loud now.
I ask only that you allow me to sit vigil just until dawn.
Yes, it would be proper. Your brother will need light. Go fetch the lantern I was filling in my study.
He does a thing in that movie. Oh, where he puts the hand over his face and then swipes it aside. I'm really wondering if did we ever find anything up here in this like belfry or whatever? You know, I get the feeling that there might have been like a little something up here maybe when we go into the Phantom Zone. It's crazy. Yes, multiple times. Let's see what we've got in this room in terms of like the paintings. Okay, so we got the saw for the Telltale Heart. We got the Mask of the Red Death. We got the pliers, which is for the teeth story, and we got Annabelle Lee, but we're still missing one. I believe now we go through the 3 stories again, but this time on the killer side. Oh, okay. Okay. It's a plot point. His loved ones realize he is John Travolta in Nick Cage's body because of that insane hand thing. Sorry for the backseating. Nah, it's cool. We are reverse castling this shit. We got that lamp. Go upstairs. Edgar Allan Poe is a big fan of John Travolta. Of course, he was the biggest star of his era.
Good, set it here.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's gonna be some murder in this house. Isn't there? At some point, there's gotta be. Hello, it's me, Mouse. Hello, Declan. Declan Mouse. Squeak, squeak. Buried a talking Bart plushie under my house, but now I can hear the voice box going off. The telltale Bart. He's under there saying, "Don't have a cow, man." Oh, here we go.
The Telltale Stove Cat. Staring Calico Cat.
What? Thank you, 8 Lives. Well, it seems like there's nothing to be done here. This game looks cool. I mean, it's sort of unfortunate that it is interesting, but kind of not that good to play. They do a fair few Poe parodies on The Simpsons. I would believe it. I reinstalled the drivers. Did the man have a fun time in the cellar? Yeah, it was alright. Alright, so what are we painting? Okay. That's the bricks from the Cask of Amontillado, I guess. You know, something that keeps getting me is this. I see this glass and this like little bit of paintbrush, and it looks like the bowl on like a bong or something there, what the finger is pointing at. It looks like a... I don't know. It looks like just out of frame, there's just like an entire bong sitting on this little table. Graphite will never decide to play a game that is fun to play. I mean, a lot of the games that I play are fun. Come on now. Alright, here we go. Back into the knife world. Alright. Just need to drag this game out a little longer, huh? Alright, here we go. I don't know what this story is. The teeth. I proposed marriage to my cousin and then she died and I pulled the teeth out of her corpse. What the hell? Bernice? That's what it's called. When was the last game you played that you enjoyed the actual gameplay of? Graphite stoner moments. No. I don't do any of that. Let me look at the list of completed games. And let's see. The last game I enjoyed the actual gameplay of, probably Ecstatica, which was pretty recent. I thought that played pretty well. I gotta add while I'm thinking of it, adding Ihatovo to the completed games list live on stream. Just because I don't want to do this story, really. Dear Dr. Reynolds, this seems like it's the same thing. Dear Michael Reynolds.
Each time she falls into another of her trances, she emerges ever more stricken and ever less the happy cousin I remember from.
Dear pesky plumbers. From the small snippets I get when I'm not in a hell of constant technical problems, this seems like the best game you've ever played on the channel. Yeah, because you're not playing it. This is Platformageddon. What does that even mean? I don't think I've watched any of those streams. Of Dot.
Aegeus, look after Berenice. Aegeus, look after Berenice.
This seems like it's the same as last time. Did I do something wrong?
She's almost gone.
Young man, our lineage has stood honorably for centuries.
Her steady decline.
Her steady decline. The man in Bernice is surprised to discover after the fact that not only has he extracted his dead cousin's teeth, but he also bought a set of professional tools to do it with. The bill is surely the real horror. Oh dear. Please tell me I didn't accidentally start this all over again. Man.
Ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth. Or become absorbed for the better part of the day.
When Bernice appears, you gotta click on her eyes to play as her so it counts. Okay.
Falling upon the floor.
Alright. Thank you for the tip. Enjoy your shower and your burger. Eat the burger in the shower. Touch the fan.
I am much concerned about Berenice.
Alright, now let's see if we can write the entire letter. I think that we got everything, if I'm not mistaken, so... Yeah, it seems like most of the letter is there. All we have left to do is sign it. Yours, Ezrius Poingston?
Yours, Aegeus Poynton.
Wet burger. There's nothing preventing you from eating your burger in the shower. I like how something that Super Great Friend kept bringing up during the Deadly Premonition streams was how the trading card for the turkey sandwich that was like the weirdest looking turkey sandwich ever said that it was like refreshing and delicious without making the bread soggy. As if that is normal when you make a sandwich. Eating the burger in the shower so you can truly let loose. Yeah, let the animal out. Sugar.
Come in.
Yep, here she is, Bernice.
Cousin, you never leave this room. Come with me for a stroll.
Alright. I have to click on her eyes?
Aegeus, are you all right?
Berenice, it occurs to me that perhaps we should marry.
Aegeus.
Yes, I believe we should. Perhaps come November.
I'm quite overcome.
Maybe for the jam? No. It's not the sinner's sandwich.
Someone!
It's just a turkey sandwich.
Bernice
The
has
sinner's
fallen.
sandwich is different.
No, I'm all right. It's past. Come, miss, you've taken another of your turns.
Unless the turkey sandwich is supposed to be the sinner's sandwich, but I don't think that it is, because it doesn't mention... The card doesn't say anything about the sinner's sandwich. The sinner's sandwich is actually good. I hear people say this a lot. I don't know if I really believe that. Let me click your eyes. Yeah, I mean... I would like to just get this one over with, because this one is just not good. I don't like this story at all.
Aegeus, look after Berenice.
It's just so dumb. Like, look after your cousin. Oh, okay. I will marry her and then pull her teeth out when she is dead and in her tomb.
Her eyes have grown lusterless.
We click on the picture of Caelid from Elden Ring.
Ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth.
I hate this section of the game. This sucks. I'm sorry, but this one is rotten to the core.
Her steady decline.
Her steady decline. Gamers, I feel as though I am in a Caelid of Elden Ring. Yes, especially this part.
The day of our nuptials approaches.
This part of the game sucks. Go back into the dark hole, please. I wish. I fucking wish. Her steady decline.
Quickly, young man.
Young man. You should have a snack. I don't have any snacks, Ilya. I'm going to the grocery store today, so I'll get some then. Didn't Poe marry his cousin? Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Seems to be basically what the frame story of this game is about. We look at the fan again. Her steady decline. Okay, what's with this phantom?
Another of her trances.
She's just raving. Can't do anything with the door yet. Of course not. Why would we be able to do anything interesting that makes any kind of sense in this segment of the game? Yeah, here we go. We're getting the fainting movie. Wait, is this cuneiform? What? What is this? What is this? I just took a screenshot because what the hell is this? I don't remember seeing this at all. Wait, no, are those teeth? What? What? The cursive is worse than ever. Tell me about it. They look like teeth. Classic toothogram. I'm to learn cuneiform graphite.
Look after Berenice.
God, I hate this thing. I hate this story. It's so annoying. Just like you gotta tick off the checklist of all the things in the room that you need to look at.
She's almost gone.
It's cuneiform written with teeth. Okay, take care, Ilya. See you later. Have a good day. That's just the finger pointing the other way. There's like this phantom here, but I can't interact with the phantom. Do I have to do that from like this corner? This story is only worth doing on the victim's side right at the end. What do you mean? I don't understand. And I don't know what I am doing wrong that I can't progress from like this phase right here. I have to look at the window? No. You will see. Okay. Stretch and hydrate. Thank you, Ilya. This part is pretty frustrating. I don't remember what triggers. Yeah, it's so vague. Like, I don't know, just this style of gameplay. Just go to every screen, look at everything, try to mouse over the entire screen until you figure out what arbitrary object will play like a little audio clip. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Macromedia Director games that they are all like this either. It's so weird. Oh, this. Wait, no, that doesn't. By pressing down a special key, it plays a little melody. It crashed again. I'm sorry, Grizzly. I can't look down at the floor from here.
Quickly, young man.
Okay, now there's a different audio for that. Quickly, young man. What? Look, quickly, what? Can we have a Big Sis noise theme? No. Because it's hard to do elaborate gameplay out of a souped up multimedia slideshow tool, but they could do like slightly more. There could be more done with this. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, finally.
Come in.
Dearest Aegeus, the day is soon upon us.
Alright, so apparently we're supposed to click on her eyes? But I can't. Like, I can only click on her teeth. I mean, I any other time she appeared, I tried to click on her eyes, but there was like no indication that I could. Did I accidentally just start the same story over? I don't know. I feel like they should have made it so you can't just like arbitrarily start these stories over. I don't know. You can quit and come back. Like, if I quit out, I can just go back to the main house. I don't even know how I quit. Oh. Begin? Oh. Okay, okay. Alright. Let's just go back to the house. No! That was cool. Well, we already did that earlier. We're trying to find the other half of that story. Okay, this must be the way that you got to it. Alright, it was a different object in the same room. Oh my god.
Grow you.
Grow you? No! Grow you! Thank you, Mage. There's some slideshow, some shit happening, whatever. Who cares?
Guru Uyu.
Thank you, plushie. The ending of this one is worth it. I will believe you. Our effects. My dearest Ertrius, I have no idea what that guy's name is. I am writing this note because I have not the courage to speak to you directly. I harbor such deep emotions concerning yourself, and I find I can no longer hold them. Oh. Okay. No, we don't want to look in the mirror again. Little treasure chest.
I have no daughters of my own. I hope you'll wear this, my wedding dress, when that happy day arrives for you.
When day is dark, always remember happy day. Bird. You shouldn't keep a bird in a cage like that. I'm just saying. Not very nice.
When you feel dizzy, you must take a swallow of this. It will help mitigate the seizure. Also, I must counsel bed rest. Try to stay in as much as possible.
Whoa. Cool. Cool photogram. To Helen, thy beauty is to me like those Nysian barks of yore, that gently o'er a perfumed sea the weary, way-worn wanderer bore to his own native shore. On desperate seas long wont to roam thy hyacinth hair.
Rambar happy day.
Thank you, plushie. Thy classic face, thy naiad airs have brought me home to the glory that was Greece, and the grandeur that was Rome. Lo! In yon brilliant window niche, how statue-like I see thee stand, the agate lamp within thy hand. Ah, Psyche, from the regions which are Holy Land. What a crappy poem. Oh. Great. Take the flower. Oh. Alright, oh man. Great, more fucking cursive. Dear Emily, at long last, spring has come. Doctor says I am not to go out. He gives careful instructions for my every exertion. This I find particularly dismaying. I keenly miss the days of my exuberant youth. Cousin Aegeus continues to treat me with perfect kindness and generosity. It must be difficult for him to maintain an invalid for so long. He himself suffers an affliction of the nerves, and the strain of providing for me cannot be a small matter to him. He has been my closest companion all my life, and I feel such affection for him that the slight act of writing his name can cause tears to fall. Your loving friend. Okay, so at least this cursive is a little easier to read. Bernie. Weekend at Bernie's. No, not that one. Is this game about Faulkner? No. It's Edgar Allan Poe. Developers who put sections that just arbitrarily progress when you trigger enough random things are really stubborn about it. There's no use talking them out of it. I mean, of course. It was also, almost 20 years ago that they did that. No. 30. This game is 27 years old. I just realized. Edgy alien Poe. Perfect kindness and generosity therapy. Looks good for its age. Yeah, I mean, the graphics are great. Very high res for an old game. I mean, it is 1995. This is a year before Quake was released, which was like real-time graphics. Oh, hello.
Good morning, miss. I thought I'd look in to see if you're feeling something better.
No, I'm still
Yes, thank you, Catherine.
sick and stricken with
Yes,
pain.
miss.
No, I'm so tired. What is this? Needle points. Sure. Wow, it's as easy as that, huh? Ye olde game. Have you consumed your daily sunscreen? No, but I'm out of Rockstar now. Nah, I just spilled some. Nah. Nah. No. Ugh. It's post Rockstar time now. Yeah. We're listening to Mogwai. Ugh. At least it didn't spill very much, but ugh. We look at our little tray of fooding here. Can we leave the room? People in the Victorian era had such weird ideas about like health and like wellness. It's like, oh no, you must drink cod liver oil and make sure that you don't breathe in still air for too long. Oh, I must say, the damp and humid air is making you sicker and sicker, my dear. Miasma theory, yes.
Yes.
I have acquired a cask of Aldo flavored Monster Energy. A cask of a Monster Aldo. Oh, 8 lives. Their scientific instruments sucked ass.
Cousin, you never leave this room. Come for a stroll.
This is certainly at least better than his side of things.
Miles from here.
Yeah. It seems like waving the hand
Are
over
you all
things
right?
activates them.
I'm sorry?
Oh. His eyes going crazy. Don't click. Why did it take me to his No! No! God damn it. Why? Why the fuck do they do that? Oh my god. That's what the eye glow does. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so we're right back to right before that.
Berenice, will you marry me?
Oh, thank God we don't have to do all that over again. I'm sorry, but that was so funny. Ugh.
Aegeus. Oh, Aegeus. Of course I will.
Hey, Dragonic dude.
Fetch the doctor. Find her medicine.
No, the teeth doesn't come until later. Right. The sun went down. Wow, that's really fucking loud all of a sudden. Bird, are you okay? Looking a little peek at the bird. Ganon voice.
He's made me very happy.
Alright. Can we click on anything new? Take our little bottle of rat liver oil or whatever.
I hope he hasn't asked me out of pity.
Dear Emily, the happy day will soon be upon us. I'm certain Doctor would say all this excitement is not good for me, but I haven't felt so well in years upon years.
Certainly not.
I am concerned about Aegeus. He continues to be as bookish as ever, but he is often distracted and distant. I feel certain once our marriage vows are taken, he will adjust, as I will, to the unusual state of
will look very handsome.
Unusual state of being happy. I do hope you can come to the wedding. I know it is a long journey, but it would be the final touch to a day of complete joy. Please, come to see us. Your loving friends. Ralphrid.
He's made me very happy.
A happy day to remember. Doctor be like, drink rat piss mixed with cockroach and salada and your headache will be gone.
I hope he hasn't asked me out of pity.
You already said that, Baronese. Oh, the rose is wilting, a symbol of this pitiful love.
Certainly not.
Oh. You know, I'm kind of realizing now that the other half of this story where you're stuck in that study is like kind of like works on like the level of
will look very handsome.
Him interruptions.
Miss Berenice, you're soon to be married.
Yes.
Oh my, oh my.
Weird behavior. Anyway, it was like, cause I guess he has got like some kind of mental illness where he just stays in his study all day and just like kind of paces around the room and is like ruminating about all these like things that remind him of other things, and like his promise to take care of Bernice and stuff. So I guess it has like some kind of rhetorical function, but I still don't think that it's good. And you become frustrated and angry while playing it just as he does. He's addicted to video games. Many such cases. Grauhu writing letters to siblings. Unusual state of being happy.
He's so distant. I hope he's all right.
What's with your gesticulating, Aegeus? Hi, Crafty, I'm back. Did I hear you claim this game is 27 years old? Yeah, it is. Hi, Mercy, again. I'm back. I had lunch. Nice. What did you have?
Aegeus? Darling?
Darling.
Oh, you're occupied. I'll return at a better time.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here with my hollow eye sockets, gesticulating in my study. To the 27-year-old point and clicker. That time is long past for me.
Aegeus doesn't look well at all.
It's older than I thought. It's 95. Clinton era gaming. Gaming in the Clinton years. The game follows the stories of Edgar Allan Poe. I'm not much for reading.
Perhaps I should get the doctor.
I prefer the Tiny Toons games on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, actually.
I'm not well either.
Some cool effects with these renders being all wobbly. You're gesticulating? I'll come back later.
I must get my medicine.
Graphy 29 woozy. The game's movies are unimpressive and boring. Where's the gameplay? What did I miss, BTW? I don't know. I have no idea how to sum that up for you. Whoa. Wow.
My medicine.
You can lick it off the desk. Come on. Your George Wood makes me laugh every time. Thank you. I spent a lot of time watching those. Died from the pride of not wanting to lick the medicine off the table. Oh. We're in the coffin! You missed this part where insert entire text of Edgar Allan Poe's story. The hand animations are pretty good here.
What have they done? Help! Help! Let me out! Please! I'm alive! Alive!
I say we redo the Mask of the Red Death. You know, I think I'm good. I think I'm good, honestly.
Thank God.
Emily, good grief. Alright. Yes, yes. Youch! Alright. So now what? Did anyone else ever see the Red Mask of the Red Death film adaptation? I think people were talking about that earlier, maybe. Oh. They put her in a coffin right there.
I have determined to place my dear niece in the lower vault. The ground outside is far too marshy this time of year for a proper burial. Please light the way.
Me? Alright. Now we need to do the side of the villains of the other two stories. And the rest of this one. What do you mean? The rest of this one? Oh, this main story?
I made my descent to the cellar, my companions with their dreadful burden just steps behind. We penetrated into the dank basement, the lantern pushing back the darkness. What I could see in the black floated before my eyes. My eyes themselves felt as though they had turned to ice, and now sat chill and spiked in my heavy skull.
The dank basement. I am quite marshy year-round. Capital M and then Arshy. Oh yeah, I forgot to stretch and hydrate. Thank you. Loshi.
These harrowing reflections haunted me until we reached the lower vault. We entered carefully and placed the coffin on 2 spindly wooden trestles, set there for such a purpose. Our labor was without ceremony.
My head hurts.
Peace be with her.
I can't bear to leave her here, all alone in the dark. Dear brother, do leave
alone in the dark.
Leave her a small source of light. We'll go back in the darkness.
This is why this was here.
Thank you.
So we could put the lantern there. Alone in the dark. No. I keep thinking about that song.
Ambers, seal the vault securely. Leave the key with me. Come, gentlemen.
Come, gentlemen.
Alo 01. In the dark.
In the dark. Thank you, Emily. Alright, now we're in the Phantom Zone. I'm really glad that we don't have to do the Mask of the Red Death another time. Alright, so next let's do the other half of the Telltale Heart, but the only problem is that we missed the very beginning of the old man's part of the Telltale Heart. So I guess let's I don't know, I kind of don't care. Let's just do the killer one all the way through to the end. It took me until just recently to realize that when the hand has that animation where it kind of wiggles around, that means you don't even have to click. You just have to wipe your hand over the thing to activate it. Arshy sounds like a VTuber name. Yeah, or like a furry or something. Oh, hey, and we start right here. Great. Now what do we do? Door. Door. No, you are right. It is much more furry-like. I'm Arshy. I am half red panda and half hyena. I don't know, I got nothing. Bed? Go to bed? No. I love the audio in this part. It's very cool. Am I supposed to just eat the soup? Do I have to look at the clock? That seemed to be how we progressed last time. in the old man's parts. No, we're not saying, oh, look at the time, anything like that. I was thinking more like swamp slime monster. That works too. I just don't.
It's grown late.
Okay, so we just waste time until he gets sleepy?
Good night, young man.
Yes, yes. Good night. Go to bed so I can complete the story. I was thinking Marshy, capital M, and then Archie, yes. That's what I was thinking as well. Sup, Jive? I'm Marshy, capital M, and then Archie. I'm going this way. No, we can't get the saw yet. Oh. Huh?
People fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing but me. I proceed with wisdom, with caution, with foresight.
With foreskin. Do we need the saw, or... Wait, okay. Now I pick this up. Now what? He puts it back when we go down the hall, so what the fuck? Edgar Allan Poe wouldn't ever say foreskin, Garfight. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to disgrace the man. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Why are these games all like this? Why? So annoying. Oh. Okay, let time pass until it's the middle of the night.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of foreskin lore.
Thank you, Emily. Quite good. This wallpaper must be full of arsenic. Yeah, let's take a lick. Edgar Allan Poe refusing to say foreskin is why his life turned out like that. Oh. For sure. Lore skin. She is mutating. Soon she will mutate into our new little sister. Why? Now do I take the lantern? God, this is so tedious. Alright, here we go.
to suspect that every night, just 12.
I'm so
I
full
look in
from
on you
arsenic
while I
carets yum.
Thank you, 8 lives. Arsenic caress. Am I supposed to be able to do something or what? Ugh. That's okay, 8 lives. This is so annoying. Why is it like this? Can we please just progress the fucking story? Alright, can we get the saw? No! Can't do anything! Can we? We just can't do a damn thing. There's like music. Oh. Movie playing? Time passing? I think you go sleep now. I couldn't go into my room though. Okay, now it's dark outside.
Good night.
Now you check the old man again. Old man. Running the world.
He's done me no harm.
Can't rush a good moiter.
People fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing but me. I proceed with wisdom, with caution.
Yeah, we're supposed to wait for a specific
foresight.
Time.
He's done me no harm.
God. And his flexibility. Yes. This game is so, like, almost really good, and it's just not. It just kind of sucks to play. Why are so many games like this?
Gently. Oh, so gently. He'd have to be a very profound old man indeed to suspect that every night, just at 12, I look in on him while he sleeps.
Because you select for games like this, Scrappy, you select for the games nobody talks about because they are like this. I mean, I think that Chuba told me about this game, though. You needed to go back and push the thingy to show the light, but when I tried to do that before, it wouldn't let me pick it up.
Good night.
Yeah, I mean, when I open the lantern, like, all the way, nothing, like, it doesn't seem to let me pick it up still. Yes. You will be talked about for selecting games no one talks about. It's like publishing a long novel without proofreading it first. Yeah, I mean, it's probably like the people that made this game knew how it plays. So like
People fancy me mad.
people think I'm mad, bro.
Nothing but me. I proceed with wisdom, with caution.
Okay, so I put the lantern down.
Foresight.
Yeah, I don't seem to be able to interact with this anymore. You could have been playing Fortnite right now, but look at you. I mean, I think this is still better than Fortnite. Maybe they're trying to emphasize, like, he goes in every night, like, over and over, days in a row. He does the same boring thing of waiting until midnight and then going in and looking at that old man and his crazy eye.
Good night.
I like how you can see there's like a seam in the back of his like puppet clothes. That's what happens in the story, yeah. He just watches this guy sleep constantly. It just keeps making me think about the Insane Clown Posse song Old Evil Eye. They say something like, "It ain't hard, killing old evil eye." We could be going around Onion Ring leaving Fortnite messages all around. Well, other people have got that covered.
People fancy me mad.
You have to go there with the lantern and slowly open the light inside the room, but it doesn't like let me.
With caution.
Like I can't interact with the lantern at all, seemingly.
You'd have to be a very profound old man indeed to suspect that every night, just at 12, I look in on him while he sleeps.
Oh, okay.
Stealthily. Stealthily. Closed. The eye is closed.
Okay. All right. That is so... so annoying. You have to wait for him to say the whole thing about the profound old man in order to get it to do it. Bro, I just want this to be over. Maybe Macromedia Director was a mistake. You had to open it all, but I did. Like, it seemed like it was all the way open.
Good night.
Maybe Macromedia Director was a mistake. I'm giving up my religion. Oh, it's already 12 o'clock though. I think that we progressed. I think that we've made some kind of progress.
Here I am, opening the door little by little, and he doesn't even dream of my secret deeds or thoughts.
Macromedia games are great to watch, yeah. You know.
Did he hear? Should I go back?
I've played quite a few of this type of game.
Who's there?
Oh.
I know that groan. It's the low sound that rises from the bottom of the soul when charged with mortal terror. Many at midnight, it wails up from my own bosom, deepening with its dreadful echo the terrors that distract me. Yes, I know it well.
Oh.
Poor old man. He's been lying awake ever since that first noise, his fears growing, trying to fancy them causeless, but he cannot, because death, stalking with his black shadow before him, has enveloped the victim. What's that? burst. Surely it will burst. What if a neighbor should hear it? There.
This is some cool presentation.
No more.
All these overlaid photos and stuff.
What's that? At last. Dead. Stone dead.
Yeah.
His eye will vex me no more. Now, what shall I do with the body?
What shall I do with my buddy? Pack him up. they just implied it.
Hastily, but in silence, I dismembered the corpse. I cut off the head.
I dismembered the cocks.
And the legs.
Ghastly murder. You ain't even got curtains. Can't leave without my buddy Superfly. Doesn't he, like, break open the floorboards or something? Isn't that in the original story? It's just like a little gunny sack full of blood and guts. Our guy did say earlier that he didn't want the guy's money. So... Oh, okay. Cool.
There, all deposited neatly between the scatlings.
Scatlings?
Replaced so cunningly, no human eye, not even his, could detect anything wrong.
I mean, he seemed like he just had cataracts.
No blood spot whatever. All has been caught in a tub.
Okay. Yes, yes. Now can we go to bed? Tub. Oh. Here we go. Hope nobody will mind the smell of rotting flesh below. Yeah, nobody will even notice.
Sorry to disturb you, sir, but somebody or other heard a scream or some such. Called us up. We've got to check these things out.
What are you doing awake at this hour?
That'll do, Finlay.
That knocking keeps getting me. I'm sorry, Mage. To scare you. Hello, we are the whole police department. Yeah, there are 3 guys.
Do come in, please, do.
Do. Holy shit, Fortunato, you lived. Does sound like that.
Well, what about the scream, Sarge?
Oh, the scream, sir? What do you know about anything like that?
I was just having a great time and I was screaming like
that was
crazy.
I, Sergeant. I called out in a nightmare. I'm given to nervous fits.
A genteel man like yourself?
Well, what about the old man that lives here?
Finlay!
Gone to the country. Lucky man.
This dude shaking his head around. Looking.
Might we be looking about a bit?
Of course. Certainly. Search.
Teleporting around with their dissolve effect.
Check over there. The stove as well.
Yes, sir. Sir.
You'll want especially to look into the old man's room. Yes, look particularly here.
In here, boys.
Watch it.
Sorry.
Just gotta say it as sinister as possible.
Sit. All of you. Do.
What? No! 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 Ignore? Can I ignore? No! Application error. No! Oh no! I hope that that doesn't mean that we can't finish the game. Oh no! Very meta game. Oh man. We're finally getting somewhere, yeah. Dude, oh my god. Please don't let this all be for nothing. No. Alright. So, if I choose this, how come it doesn't have the other part of the teeth story marked off on here? Click the eyeball. Okay. Please. Alright, if it doesn't take us right back into where we were in the story, or like reasonably close, I think I'm gonna have to give up for the day. I don't know. It showed the saw. The saw is family.
True. Nervous. Very, very.
Oh my god,
nervous
it
I
started
have been and am.
completely
But why
over.
Do people say that I am mad?
Oh.
Money.
You know, this is why you let players make manual saves and not just do weird auto saving. Oh my god. I don't think I can make the emulator run at double speed. Hello, police, come and arrest us. We did it. Well, we haven't done it, but we will do it, so save us the effort, please. I think that because the game crashed and we didn't end the game properly last time, it also did not save that we completed the Bernice story either. So we will probably have to redo that as well. Assuming that it doesn't just crash here every time. Which it could. What a massive pain in the ass.